And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for what is the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. And tonight comes to you from the Eldora Speedway for what is round number 4. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. As we get said, we've got qualifying on the program. Let's take a look at some drivers. Take a look at which of these drivers are on the racetrack at the moment. We take a look at, there we go, it'll be Robbie Buchanan Jr. in the 1JR machine, getting set to do battle. Dylan Yeager, quickest time 14.939, and after coming off the pro late models where it was Lucas Rourke who in fact went quick time, won heat race number 1 and then won the feature event leading all laps in that 40-lap main event. We'll see if he can go back to back. He's got a little bit more work to do in this one, considering that, well, he is buried in this one. But for now, Dylan Yeager watching Nick Baum on screen in the O2 machine, the CC Food Marts D1RT number 02 machine. 11th quick with a 15.004, a 15.004, as we've got the field of 50 drivers signed into the pit area for tonight. Again, we'll take a look right now at what will be heat race number 1 starting lineup. And on the pole, it'll be the 48 car of Dylan Yeager. To his outside, Hunter Rich lines up the 33 from position number 2. The third starter in the O2 entry, that'll be Nick Baum. To his outside, the 07 of Gabe Elkins lines up at a position number 4. Position number 5 will be Christopher Joy in car number 32, and the 12 car of Josh Fuller lines up at a position number 6. Your 7th starter in car number 12, that's Ben Cowdermaster. He's outside. The 15 of Justin Sick lines up at a position number 8. And Unite the Fighter row inside outside, going to be Logan Brass in the 89. He'll start from position number 9. And Diesel Jones lines up the 46 machine from position number 10 as we get set for what will be the first of 5 heat races on the program for this evening. 8 laps, top 3 will go through to the main event. And then again, everybody else will get seated into what will be 3 last chance qualifiers. So locking in a field of what will be 20. In fact, we'll take the top 3 to make up what will be a 24 car field. Alex, welcome. Green flag is out. Dylan Yeager leads the field down the front straightaway. Branch sits in second position. Then you go back to Nick Baum in the third and final transfer spot. There's Gabe Elkins in the 07 machines, but starting to put some pressure on Nick Baum as they work down into 3 and 4. First time around the Eldora Speedway for round number 4, the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League Super Late Models. Christopher Joy in car number 32, looking for some success here in heat race number 1, trying to get himself into a top 3. As Justin Sick is going to go around. We'll go yellow. Diesel, oh, he checked up. So it was Justin Sick, in fact, just checked up there for Ben Cowdermarsh. So watch the car in front of him. Watch that 32 car in front of him. Just check up just a little bit. Got tight. Sick checked up. Diesel Jones sort of know where to go. And that will be the cause of that caution in heat race number 1. But for the moment, Dylan Yeager leads the way. Let's actually look out the back of Dylan Yeager in that number 48 machine. So race leader down the bottom right, looking out the back of that 48 machine as lights are still on the pace truck. I believe we could be looking at an extended run. No, we are green flag getting ready to fly. Alright, take number 2 here in heat race number 1, 3 down and 5 to go. Yeager about to get on the gas, get back on the way, get back on the fun pedal, and we're back underway with Dylan Yeager in the 48 as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. You're right on board with Dylan Yeager. But there is that second place driver of Hunter Ritz, and Gabe Elkins gets by Nick Baum. Baum tries to find back up on the inside of turn number 3 and 4. Nick Baum will now get shuffled back to position number 5 as Josh Fuller works to the outside. Fuller up to position number 4, so Baum goes from a transfer spot to probably a third or fourth starting row in the B main. In fact, it'll be pole of B main number 1 is what it will be, in fact. So Nick Baum, no, in fact, it's top 3 going through the main event. So yeah, it'll be Josh Fuller to start on pole in one of the B mains later tonight, should he not get by the 07 machine of Gabe Elkins. As Elkins just had a look up on the inside of the 33 car there of Hunter Ridge as they work now through 1 and 2. Lap and a half to go for your race leader of Dylan Yeager. Hunter Ridge on screen, Gabe Elkins. That's your second and third place drivers at the moment as they work off turn number 4. The white flag is out. 1 lap left to run here in heat race number 1 of 5. Back straight away for the final time. Boy, Dylan Yeager, too good, too fast and too strong. Checkered flag is out. Yeager gets the win over Rich in second spot. We'll take a look at your results here in a few moments' time. Let's have a look now as Dylan Yeager gets confirmed as the winner. Hunter Rich in second, Gabe Elkins third. Fourth, we'll go to Josh Fuller. Nick Baum rounds out your top 5. Christopher Joy 6. Justin Sick in 7. Diesel Jones 8. Ninth was Langham Brass and Ben Countermarsh in position number 10. Dylan Yeager, heat race number 1 winner. Dylan, nice to see you back here in victory lane once again. Well, you start on pole tonight's what will be 50-lap main event. You excited for this one to come?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was really quick there in Q, and it's a big confidence booster, and in the heat race I felt really fast. So, you know, qualifying up front here is really important, and, you know, we did just that, and I'm going to try and carry that into the feature and hopefully win one of these races. You know, I've finished top 3 in so many big leagues here the last couple of weeks. You know, it would be nice to put one in victory lane.
Now, World of Thunder competition, we normally don't see a track reset. It was already made to the drivers that after the B main there is going to be a track reset. What do you take from the early parts of that practice session, that heat race, and prepare yourself for that 50-lap main event later on tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expect it to start like it is right now. Maybe not be on the top at the very start, which is good for me because, you know, I'm very bad at running the top, as we all know. So, you know, I'll just try and be kind of, I guess you can say, cautious at the start of the race, not to get in the wall or anything like that. And, you know, we'll just try and be smooth, keep up with the track, and hopefully put her in victory lane at the end of the night.
Dylan, well done on the victory here for heat race number 1. We'll look forward to seeing you back on the pole for later on tonight.
Thank you, Brett.
Dylan Yeager, your winner of heat race number 1. We'll now set the lineups for heat race number 2, and on the pole in car number 50, it'll be Joe Cease to the outside of the front row. Caden Honeycutt lines up the 18 from position number 2. From 3 will be the 31 car of Anthony Thompson. From 4, the 14 of Trey Mills. From 5, the 327 of Hayden Tolleson. From 6, the 741 of James Starry. From 7, the 9 car of Devin Nelson. From 8, the 1JR entry of Robbie Buchanan Jr. And your 5th and final row from 9, it's the chef for Bob Klein. And from 10, the 74 of Kurt Ney. So we get ready for what is the second of 5 heat races on the program for this evening. Green flag is out. Joe Cease, I'll get that right. Caden Honeycutt is with 3 wide. Keep an eye on Thompson, who managed to get himself a 3rd place in the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models. Meanwhile, Trey Mills has worked around the outside. Trey Mills has found his way to position number 2 and now sets his sights on the rear bumper of that 18 machine of Caden Honeycutt. Slider there from Robbie Buchanan Jr. They're on Tolleson. We're watching C. Starry and Thompson go at it for the final transfer spots. Meanwhile, battle is on for the race lead as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Boy, it's getting all sorts of close right now for a number of positions. But it's a matter of who will it be. There, right there, top left is your battle for the final transfer spot. Bottom left is your battle for the race lead. There goes Honeycutt, back by Trey Mills in the 14. Mills trying to come back at him. Watch out. Here comes James Starry closing in on Joe Cease, but Anthony Thompson is right there. Big slaughter there from Trey Mills down into turn number 1 and 2. And here comes Honeycutt back to the inside. Meanwhile, now it's a four-way dance for the final spot on the podium and the final transfer spot. Getting hooked was Robert Buchanan Jr. there on James Starry. There's now Thompson coming after the 50 car of Joe Cease. Meanwhile, still up front, Trey Mills, Caden Honeycutt, still going at it wheel to wheel down into turn number 3 and 4. Good battles going on for the top 2 and the final spot in tonight's main event, directly with a direct transfer on the line. Cease got by Thompson as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. Slider there from Trey Mills on Caden Honeycutt now. Honeycutt down into 1 and 2 we go. The white flag is out, 1 to run. Honeycutt with a slider on Mills. Mills turns it back underneath and they work down the back straight away. Final time. Big slider line coming out here from Trey Mills. Back to the inside goes Caden Honeycutt, but it's going to be Trey Mills. Trey Mills gets the win in B main competition. Heat race number 2. 3 cars. I don't know where I was going with that one, but there is no B main just yet. Trey Mills gets the win over Caden Honeycutt. Joe Cease will be the top 3. Then you go back to Anthony Thompson, James Starry, your top 5. Tolleson, Nelson, Buchanan Jr., Klein, and Nay will be the drivers, the top 10 that finished here in heat race number 2. We'll chat to Trey Mills, your winner of heat race number 2. Trey, well, that was very exciting there in that second heat race, and well, you managed to get the job done. Nice result for you and the team, and a nice way to start off the super late models.
Oh yeah, I just got to thank Dylan Hauser for giving me this really fast setup. I was able to go out there and just get the second on the first lap. And me and Caden had a great battle and managed to pass him on the last lap and get the win.
Track of the looks pretty juiced up, looks pretty racy. You look a couple of different lines here tonight. Do you think it's going to be the same come at the start of the feature event, or what do you expect this track to do?
Oh yeah, I expect the track to be really racy. There's going to be a lot of good guys, but thankfully I got the heat race win and have a good starting spot up front, so hopefully we can be there at the end and get the win.
Trey, good job on the win in heat race number 2. We look forward to seeing you start on the front row of tonight's main event.
Yep, thank you.
Trey Mills getting the win in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 lining up on the raceway now. It's going to be Dylan Wilson to line up the 80 machine from the pole position. Connor New lines up the 10. He'll start from position number 2. Your third starter in car number 42. That'll be Jordan Casey to the outside. The 41 of Logan Rumsey from position number 4. Your fifth starter in car number 20. That'll be Colton Zimmer. And to the outside, Tucker Elkins lines up the 87 machine from position number 6. Then we go back to the 7th starter in car number 46. That'll be Matthew Selby, and Trent Bailey lines up the 09 machine. He'll start from position number 8. And your final 2 starters, Austin Holder in car number 2. He'll start from position number 9. And position number 10, driving car number 46. That'll be Robert Overstreet. So Connor New alongside Dylan Wilson. Dylan Wilson, the pole sitter here in heat race number 2. New tried to get a jump on the outside, nearly stacked everybody up, but Wilson's got command of the field as they work down the front straight away. It's going to be Casey having a look down on Connor New and also Logan Rumsey, so immediately Casey goes to work on Rumsey, but Rumsey comes back to the outside of the 42 car of Jordan Casey. At the line, it was very tight as here comes Casey again on Connor New, but Connor New working down to the low side. Between Rumsey and Casey in the last lap, there was 9 1,000ths of a second. At the line for the race lead, you were looking at 21 thousandths of a second, and it belongs to Connor New right now. New out in front. New back to the top side. Wilson down low, down into 3, right upstairs, right near the concrete, off turn number 4. It's still going to be Connor New leading by what is now 12 1,000ths of a second. So you've had 21,000, and now you've got 12 1,000ths of a second. You know these boys are here to race. They want to start inside the second row of tonight's main event. This time between Wilson and New, it's going to be Connor New. This time it's 8 1,000ths of a second. Boy, the gap is just getting tighter and tighter. You combine the last 3 laps and it's been less than half a tenth of a second. That time it's going to shift out to just under 2/10 of a second. Logan Rumsey, meanwhile, look at Tucker Elkins putting the move there on Jordan Casey, Colton Zimmer as well. Casey back with a run on Tucker Elkins. They work into turn number 3 and 4. That's for positions number 4 and 5. Give the 4 spot there to Tucker Elkins. Meanwhile, Logan Rumsey with a lap and a half to go. He can see Dylan Wilson and Connor New. New back to the top shelf. Wilson back with a slider into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Dylan Wilson, who I think led that lap at the start-finish line. He did by 3/1000ths of a second. New, Wilson and Rumsey. New is going to protect that line down into 3 and 4, and rightfully so. As they work off turn number 4, Connor New gets the win. Connor New will win heat race number 3. Let's take a look at the results coming up on screen. Connor New gets the victory. We'll chat to him here in just a few moments' time. Dylan Wilson, Logan Rumsey will lock themselves into the main event. For Tucker Elkins, Jordan Casey to the B main. They go along with Colton Zimmer, Matthew Selby, Austin Holder, Tret Bailey, and Robert Overstreet. Heat number 3 winner is Connor New. And Connor, congratulations on the heat race number 3 victory. Boy, that was a hell of a race there between yourself and Dylan Wilson.
Yeah, I think we was a little bit better than him, and I don't know, that slider 1 and 2 was really good, and he didn't get under me off of 4 that one time when he tucked up behind me. I know I just had to make no mistakes, and then I don't know, we somehow hung on for it.
Man, you almost buggered that start up at the start there by trying to jump the start with Wilson just sort of holding everyone up. You don't have to worry about that on the outside of the front row because you'll start inside second row behind Dylan Yeager's game plan. Have you thought of a game plan and what you're going to do here in a moment come this feature time?
Well, hopefully they all just fence it and I get to go by them on the bottom first lap. I think that's the only way we're going to get up, and it's going to be top dominant.
All right, well, Connor, wish you the best of luck in tonight's 50-lap main event. Well done on heat race number 3 victory.
Thank you.
Connor New, your winner of heat race number 3. We'll now check heat race number 4. Your starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Brady Thompson on the front row alongside Colton Herbert. That'll be positions number 1 and 2. Row 2 is going to be Dylan Hauser and Tyler Ducharme to make up the inside and outside of the second row. Bolton Porterfield inside the 524 of Brent Carey from positions number 6. Fourth row inside will be the 33 car of Caleb Durgan. To the outside, Ethan Johnson in car number 11 from position number 8. And Cole Younger in the 3 will start position number 9 with Greg Keppel in the 38 machine lining up at a position number 10. So Brady Thompson, 4th fastest in qualifying, starts on pole of this one. Keep an eye on Dylan Hauser and Tyler Ducharme there. A couple of hungry cats right there on the second row as the green flag flies, and we are underway in heat race number 4. Look out, the 12 car Bolton Porterfield goes around. We could be going yellow here at the start of heat race number 1. In fact, Porterfield, as Tyler Ducharme fences it into the wall, will go yellow. Now we go yellow. So let's take a look here at Bolton Porterfield. Let's see what happens here. The 33 car of Caleb Durgan just gets into the back of him. So he got upstairs into 1. Oh, just checked up. Somewhat like a little bit of a Constantina effect. So Ducharme checked up for Herbert. Unfortunately, Porterfield checked up for Ducharme, and unfortunately we've seen Durgan just sort of come through there at the end. And unfortunately get into the back, Greg Keppel in 38 car. He will be headed trackside. So basically we'll have a complete restart in tonight's 4th heat of the evening. So heat number 4. So race control, we are going to rule that one as a racing deal. So Brady Thompson gets to do it all over again, as does Colton Herbert. Dylan Hauser, Tyler Ducharme on that second row, inside and outside. Hauser in the 2, Ducharme in that 25. Bolton Porterfield going to restart in position number 5. And again, like I said, complete restart. So essentially a complete restart, but we do lose 1 lap, so there'll be 7 laps left to run. And again, down to the inside goes Dylan Hauser looking for the race lead there on Brady Thompson. Up for turn number 2. Who's it going to be? Thompson's got it by half for Carling. And he comes back at Hauser now. Ducharme to the inside. Ducharme puts a little short slider there on Colton Herbert. And lap number 1 belongs to Brady Thompson. 3 wide for the race lead. Thompson and Hauser come together there in the middle of 1 and 2. And off for turn number 2. Hauser again going to shut the door on the 25 car of Tyler Ducharme. Porterfield right there in position number 5. Got some damage on that 12 machine, but is it going to be enough to slow the 12 down? And with a chance at getting into tonight's main event directly from the heat race, 3 wide with Durgan going to the inside of Porterfield and Ducharme as they work down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, Hauser closing in on your race lead. Right there is Colton Herbert, just a little bit too strong through turn number 1 and 2. Thompson down low, down into 3 and 4, stays mid-track, down the front straightaway. But it's Hauser up to get by the 27 machine once again. But Hauser doesn't look like he's got anything at the moment for your race leader in car number 12 of Colton Herbert. Thompson again getting close to the rear, the left rear quarter panel of Dylan Hauser in 3 and 4. There'll be 2 to run, so a mile left around the Eldora Speedway Park. Tyler Ducharme on the outside looking in at the moment. Hauser with a big slide job, dive bomb down into 3 and 4, trying to slow up the 12 car of Colton Herbert, and he cleared it, but now Herbert goes with a slide of his own through turn number 1 and 2. Back straight away for the final time. Hauser again going to dive it down low. He'll park it on the nose of the 12 car off for turn number 4. Herbert back to the inside. Dylan Hauser's going to win. Dylan Hauser will win heat race number 4. Results coming up. Here they are. Hauser getting the win over Colton Herbert. Tyler Ducharme in 3rd. Just snagging Brady Thompson at the line by 19 1,000th of a second. Caleb Durgan home in 5th. Bolton Porterfield, Ethan Johnston, Cole Younger, Brent Carey and Greg Keppel with the drivers in heat race number 4. We'll chat to Dylan Hauser, who was victorious. And Dylan, well, 2 laps to go. You were sitting in second, probably about 3/10 of a second. And all of a sudden, he just started just ascending. You slowed him up, and it's exactly what you did and come away with a victory.
Yeah, you know, we just trying to really get that win there to start 4th in this future, get a good points night, and just keep pushing. Every week we're just grinding out these weeks and just trying to win this points deal and just you know, do what we do, win races and be up front and just go in this feature there and try to just roll around here and get a good points night, and hopefully we just get the win. If not, top 3's fine, and just keep our head clean, and hopefully we don't get in any wrecks. You know, there's some of these guys on this game have so much anger built up inside them, it's not even funny. So they're out there trying to wreck you every week or kicking you from servers or doing, I don't know what they're doing, but we're just going to go out there, run a clean feature, and just come away with a good finish tonight.
Dylan, well done on the win in heat race number 4. We'll see you back later on in the main event. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Dylan Hauser, heat race number 4 winner. We get ready for heat race number 5, and lining up on the pole, that's going to be Chase Barber in car number 23. And he's outside. The 7 entry of Hayden Cardwell lines up at a position number 2. From 3 to the 23 car of Ethan Toto, and Ryan Hodge lines up the 19 machine from position number 4. Your 5th starter in car number 62, that'll be Zach Jenkins from 6 to 313 car of Greg Thompson. Your 7th starter, car number 5, Pro Late Model feature winner of Lucas Rourke will start from position number 7. Nick King lines up at a position number 8. Then your 5th and final row, Jaden Sheen lines up the 5 from 9. And Stephen Gaines lines up the 07 machine from position number 10. 8 laps on the board. Final heat race of the evening. Heat race number 5 in Chase Barbara, Hayden Cardwell. This is going to be an absolute beauty as Cardwell with a big slide job there on Barbara. Down into 1 and 2 we go. And you just know these guys are going to go at it right there. Into 3 and 4. Barbara back to the top shelf. Cardwell through the middle of the raceway at the line. Give it to Chase Barbara by 19 1,000th of a second. but this time it's going to be Hayden Cardwell leading by 3/4 of a car length down into turn number 3. Will go yellow, and the race lead is going to go back to Chase Barbara. We do not complete the lap. Nick King in car number 43 around on the raceway. And it started with a 313 car of Greg Thompson there. In fact, apologies there to Greg Thompson. Although he was the car involved, that was not his fault. So keep an eye on the 07 car of Hunter Gaines. Just, well, it's a difficult decision because, yeah, one was coming up. Yeah, coming up. Gaines somewhat coming down. Another look at the replay. Keep an eye on what is Stephen Gaines here in the 07 machine. Yeah, it looked like he moved down a lane just a little bit. But also the 313 car there of Greg Thompson was also moving up the racetrack. So unfortunately, it's just the way things go sometimes. I guess the beauty of it is we get to, well, I get to watch a few different angles of this one. In fact, to be honest, that's actually more on Greg Thompson, the way he actually comes up, but we're going to rule that one as a racing deal. Back to the green we go. Heat race number 5, the 5th and final heat race of the night. And again, here comes Cardwell back to the inside, down into turn number 3 on Barbara. Oh, he's going to put it right up on the front bumper of the 23 car. No doubt there may be a receipt coming from Barbara. We know he's fast enough to get by the 7 cars. They work down the back straightaway. To the middle goes Cardwell. Toda in tandem. In another 23 car right behind Ethan Toda as they work down into turn number 1. Ryan Hodge there in the 19 machine. The first car in heat race number 5 to be on the outside looking in. Toda going to the cushion. Hodge goes 3/4 of the way up the racetrack, entering where Chase Barbara and Hayden Cardwell are running. Zach Jenkins in the 65 machine in position number 5. The 62 car, sorry. And then you go back to Lucas Rourke in the 5. Remember, Lucas Rourke, just an hour and a bit ago, he won the Pro Late Models. He led everything. Heat race 1, and he led all 40 laps of the main event. Pair of 23s on screen as they work down into 3 and 4. Penultimate time, white flag coming out here for Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell sees the white flag waving here in heat race number 5, and I think it's going to be a little bit too far right now for Chase Barber, and Cardwell going to protect that inside slider into turn number 3. Off for turn number 4, Hayden Cardwell victorious here in heat race number 5. 5th and final heat of the evening. As we will chat to your heat number 5 victor here in a few moments' time. We get set to bring up the results here as Hayden Cardwell gets the win over Chase Barber. Ethan Toda. We'll see those 3 drivers locked straight into the main event for Hodge, Jenkins, Rourke, Gaines, Sheehan, Thompson, and King. Well, off to the B main they go as we get ready to chat to heat race number 5 victor here tonight from the Eldora Speedway. It is the 07 machine of Hayden Cardwell. Boy, he's a little bit slow to get out of the cockpit tonight. But for now, here he is. Took him a while, but he finally found victory lane. Took you a while to get to victory lane, but you finally found where to come.
Yeah, I don't know what to do for the race. Can you help me?
Go fast, turn right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we were good there. So I don't know. I feel bad for getting the chase. I thought he was going to see me coming, and I just got a little tight right there, and I was committed, and I think we're cool. I let him know I was sorry and stuff. So we'll see what happens in the race. I don't really know what to do.
Do you know what to do with those hands?
No.
No?
Can you show me?
Look, I don't actually know. So when you find out, can you get your people to let my people know?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Yeah, sweet. Hey, look, well done on heat race number 5, Victor. Look forward to seeing what you can do in the 50-lap main event later on.
Brett.
Hayden Cardwell. Always a good time talking to Hayden Cardwell. All right, B main number 1, 10 laps on the board. Top 3 will go through. They will line up like this. Josh Fuller lines up the 12 machine from position number 1. Brady Thompson driving the 27B from position number 2. From position number 3, driving the 741 car, that'll be James Starry. From 4, the 62 of Zach Jenkins. From position number 5 in car number 20, that's Colton Zimmer. From position number 6, it's Justin Sick. Your 7 starter, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. From 8, Robbie Buchanan Jr. From 9, Jaden Sheen in the 5, the 09 of Trent Bailey. From position number 10, and Ben Countermarsh in the 12 from position number 11. Safety car in. Green flag is out. B main number 1 of 3. And 3 going into the main event. Everybody else will be sent packing as they work down the back straight away for the first time. Everybody trying to find themselves into a rhythm. Not to do anything silly here on the opening lap. Full of leads from Starry and Thompson. That'll be your top 3. Jenkins tries to go a slider there on Thompson. And now Colton Zimmer sneaks on by on the inside. Robbie Buchanan Jr. trying to make it work on the low side. Slider from Jenkins on Thompson. Meanwhile, challenges on for the race lead as they work down the front straight away. Fuller gets back to the inside of turn number 1. Off for turn number 2. Here comes Starry with a run down the back straight away. We are yellow. And we go back to the last recorded lap. James Starry had it by 6/1000th of a second. Robbie Buchanan Jr. The 09 of Trent Bailey involved in this one as well. Oh, and it all started, in fact, with the 27B of Brady Thompson and Zach Jenkins. Jenkins just shut the door on Thompson. Trent Bailey front right. Well, that front end is looking worse for wear, but all right. Well, we've got a number of things to look at here. Zach Jenkins. Yeah, well, he just... To be honest, I think that's on the 62 car, just coming down, and I really don't think he was clear. Pretty sure he was not clear. So, my thoughts is the 62 car should get the EOL for that one. Jaden Sheen getting ready to come back out on the raceway. Robert Buchanan Jr. pretty much done for. So Zach Jenkins is already at the tail end of the field. James Starry going to be your race leader. And he will have control of the field. Zach Jenkins being given an EOL as the lights are now out on the iRacing.com safety car. And with that EOL, Zach Jenkins has decided to call it a night here from the Eldora Speedway. In fact, I think the lights may be back on. No, they're off. They're off. I'm just on a replay. There we go. Help if I actually got on the right one. As the green flag flies, B main number 1 of 3. 3 down, 7 to run for your leader, James Starry, Josh Fuller, and Colton Zimmer. Remember, it's the top 3 that will lock themselves into the main event. 4th on back, unfortunately, will be sent packing. Colton Zimmer down to the inside on Josh Fuller. Keep an eye on Justin Sick in the 15 machine. Boy, that man has had no luck whatsoever this season in World of Thunder competition. Zimmer with a slide job, trying to park it on the nose of the 12 car. Fuller, but Fuller quickly turned it back underneath him. Now Justin Sick with a run on the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Sick trying to come up the third place driver of Colton Zimmer as they work down into turn number 3. Zimmer going to the cushion. Sick running the same line as what Josh Fuller is through turn number 3 and 4. And Colton Zimmer, pull your pants up, get the elbows out, the gloves are off. You've got 3.5 to go down the back straightaway. Justin Sick going down to the inside. Justin Sick looking for a transfer spot. Slider there on Zimmer. Zimmer gets into the back of him not once but twice, but he lets up. And now in comes the 11 car of Ethan Johnson. Johnson looking to take away the transfer spot from Zimmer and Sick as Johnson with a big move there on Justin Sick. Sick got a little sideways there with 2 to run. Ethan Johnson had the third and final transfer spot, but again here comes Justin Sick with a run with a slider in 1 and 2. Johnson back to the inside. Do not count out the 20 car. He'll slither his way into a transfer position if these two drivers are not careful down into turn number 1 and 2. Zimmer with a double slide job, the double crossover down the back straightaway. Final time. Who's it going to be? The doors have been shut. Everybody's driving their backside off for one another into 3 and 4. Oh my! Oh my goodness. There is a lot to unfold in that one. B main number 1 producing some goods and producing well. How do you like them apples? James Starry, Josh Fuller confirmed your top 2 that will go through. There will be a question mark, however. I think Race Control have really got something to look at here for that third and final transfer spot between Zimmer, Johnson and Sick. But at this stage, unofficially, Colton Zimmer has got that from Ethan Johnson and Justin Sick. Ben Calamar, Sheen, Buchanan, Jenkins and Thompson are your top 10. B main number 2, they'll line up like this. And Anthony Thompson lines up the 31 from position number 1. Ryan Hodge lines up the 19 from 2. From position number 3 with the 42 car of Jordan Casey. From 4, the 32 entry of Christopher Joy. From position number 5 in caliber 12, that'll be Bolton Porterfield. From 6, it's the 9 car of Devon Nelson. Your 7 starter in caliber 07, that'll be Stephen Gaines. From 8, the 2 machine of Austin Holder. Logan Brass in the 89 lines up at a position number 9. The 524, Brent Carey will start from position number 10. And your 6th and final row lining up the 74 entry, that'll be Kurt Ney from position number 11. And Greg Keppel lines up the 38. He'll start from position number 12. Just waiting the final few seconds of this little wait period. Pace car will move away from the pits. And then we will go 1 to green. 10 laps around Eldora Speedway. And there is that safety car rolling away right now. As the lights are out. And we are going to get ready for a start here in B main number 2. Anthony Thompson, 3rd place in the Pro Late Model main event, will lead the field down the front straight away here in B main number 2. Jordan Casey was very quick in his heat race. Unfortunately, he was just unable to get a top 3 to lock himself into the transfer position. But right now, he's going to battle Ryan Hodge as Ryan Hodge in the 19 comes at Jordan Casey. Then you go back to Christopher Joy, Bolton Porterfield in positions number 4 and 5, followed by Devon Nelson in position number 6. Porterfield, little tap there from Nelson in the 9 machine as we continue. We stay green here at Eldora Speedway, and Hodge has found his way to position number 2 at the start-finish line. We'll go yellow. Go yellow in. Now, I think this is to do with the 12 car of Bolton Porterfield. With what was the initial contact with the 9 car. Now, there was no need for actually him to stop like that on what he did, so... So yellow will come out. However, Right, so we're just going to wait for... So Brandon Bolton Porterfield, I should say, in the 12 machine has just been given an EOL. My eyes, he probably still could have... he still had a handle on that race car. There was no need for him to stop like he did, but... Unbeknownst as the reason why is... Lights will go out. So Porterfield will get sent to the tail end of the field. So lights are out. Hodge had Casey at the start-finish line by 15 1,000th of a second. It's the reason why the 19 car gets the start up on the outside of that front row. 3 down and 7 remain. Anthony Thompson leads us back to the drop of the green flag and immediately go to the cushion down into turn number 1 and 2. But look out, here comes Ryan Hodge with a slide job down into 1 and 2. We go. Hodge, Thompson, work it down into 3 and 4. Thompson's got the race lead back. Hodge now going to try and come back at him. Hodge into 1 we go. Hodge to the top of the racetrack off turn number 2. And now he looks to set sail on the checkered flag. But here comes Christopher Joy now moving by Jordan Casey for that final spot on the podium. And the final transfer position. Casey comes back at Joy. Joy into the wall. Holder has to check up and move down a lane to not get into the back of the 32 car. Meanwhile, Thompson just looking to do enough to survive here in B main competition, but he knows that surviving is not going to be enough because he gets to the race lead. He wants the win. Hodge back to the bottom. 3 to run at the start finish line. Hodge to the top through turn number 1 and 2. Thompson still working it down low. Then you go back to Jordan Casey, who's just giving himself a bit of breathing room by 7/10 of a second. Back to Austin Holder now. There's your top 3 on screen with a lap and a half to go. Hodge, Thompson and Casey, 1, 2 and 3. Casey nearly falling out of shot there as he made a little bit of mistake off turn number 2, but the white flag will come out for the 19 car of Ryan Hodge. And that House of Speed number 19 machine works through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Thompson coming after Hodge, but Hodge leaves it up lane on the outside. Checkered flag is out. Ryan Hodge gets the win. Take a look at your B main number 2 results here as they get ready for B main number 3. It is confirmed. Ryan Hodge gets the win over Anthony Thompson, and Jordan Casey will be the top 3. That will transfer to the back of tonight's A main event. For everybody else, 4th and back, unfortunately, we say good night, and we now dwindle the field down just a little bit more as we get ready for B main number 3. Tucker Elkins lines up on the pole position. Nick Palm lines up at a position number 2. From position number 3, that'll be Caleb Durgan. From position number 4, it's Hayden Tolleson. From position number 5, it'll be Lucas Rourke. From position number 6, Matthew Selby. Position number 7, it's Diesel Jones. From position number 8, Cole Younger. Your 9 starter will be Bob Klein. From position number 10, it'll be Greg Thompson. And your final 2 starters, Robert Overstreet lines up at a position number 11, and Nick King lines up at a position number 12 as we get set for what is the final B main of the evening in the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Don't forget, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, Dirt Street Stocks fixed on the program, first live on Ultimate Dirt TV, free to enter. And then 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. $20 to enter for the season. There'll be a payout for the top 10, I believe it is. And all live coverage here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Pace car will go around one more time. We're not quite ready just yet. I believe they are still looking at a little incident during that first B main. Like I said, all results, hold your tickets, all results unofficial other than your top 2. There's quite a lot to digest for that third and final transfer spot. But for the moment, we're not going to get into it. We are going to focus on B main number 3, Tucker Elkins and Nick Palm. 10 laps around Eldora Speedway. Final time for some of these drivers. Round number 4 of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder Esports League, and we are green as they work down into turn number 1 and 2, and well, no surprises. Tucker Elkins get a good jump on the field. Look out, here comes Lucas Rourke in the 5. He's going to work it down low, trying to dig it deep and sell it cheap off turn number 2. Nick Palm now trying to get to the outside. Selby coming through the middle now. Selby getting a little tight, slides up across the nose of the O2 machine, and poor old Nick Palm started on the outside of the front row. Klein nearly getting into the back of Hayden Tolleson as they go 3 wide down the front straightaway. You get the feeling something is going to give here in this third and final B main. And poor old Nick Palm, you just get the feeling Nick Palm's going to be involved in it one way or another. Jones to the outside of Selby now. Palm now with a big slider line into turn number 1 and 2 there on Selby. Selby along with Tolleson. Younger getting into the back of Tolleson. Tolleson, Bob Klein into the wall. Tolleson around. And I think, well, we are yellow, but I don't think it's going to go on the back of the 3 car here of Cole Younger. So the 3 car just gets up under the rear bumper of the 327. And he left the 7 car of Bob Klein nowhere to go. Poor old Bob Klein. You feel for him right here. 46 of Robert Overstreet involved in that one as well. But the first yellow of B main number 3. So third and final B main. I believe they're looking at so one more race as we are back to green here at Eldora, and we see Tucker Elkins, but look out, Selby. Nick Palm goes through the middle. Poor Caleb Durgan will go yellow. Right on cue, Caleb Durgan. Well, I think this all starts here with the 46 car of Matt Selby. He dives down low. Well, Durgan threw a slider. Diesel Jones turns it underneath him. Selby was committed. So in fact, looked like when the initial contact happened between Selby and Jones, you could just see the 46 car just check up big time. Unfortunately, Caleb Durgan got the raw end of that one. Just looking at this one, I think that is going to be, I think they should be putting Matt Selby back to his original position. So it looks like they're going to put Selby back to his position. So Tucker Elkins. Lights are still on the pace car. So there we go. We are now 1 to green. So 5 more times around the Eldora Speedway. Elkins, Rourke, and Durgan. Well, Durgan's not there because he was involved in that one, so it's going to be Elkins, Rourke, and Diesel Jones. Come back to the green flag. We're back underway. So again, watch the battle of the 46ers. Here is Diesel Jones, Matt Selby. Jones around the outside of Selby to 1 and 2. They run. Rourke picked up the main event win in the Pro Late Models earlier on tonight, and now trying to transfer into tonight's main event for the Super Late Models. He was all over the back of Elkins. Meanwhile, keep an eye on the O2 machine of Nick Palmer's. Selby trying to shut the door. Big slider there into 3 and 4 there on Diesel Jones, and Jones has got third. Back at the line, we work into 1 and 2. We've got 3 to run. In your B main, third and final B main of the night, and against the pair of 46ers going at it. Selby and Jones coming together. Here comes Nick Palm with the run on the inside, nearly 3 wide down the front straightaway. And Nick Palm going to clear 1 and 2. He'll clear the 2 46ers. Nick Palmer's got it down the back straightaway. He just needs to hold on for a lap and a quarter. Tucker Elkins, your race leader. Here comes Lucas Rourke with a slider down into turn number 1 and 2. What a battle you've got for the race lead, but what a battle you've got for that third and final transfer position. Down into 3 and 4 we go. Lucas Rourke, Tucker Elkins. It's going to be Lucas Rourke, Tucker Elkins, and Nick Palm. Lucas Rourke pulls off a last lap move there to get the win in B main competition. Results coming up on your screen as the warm-up session is upon us. Lucas Rourke, Tucker Elkins, and Nick Palm will be your top 3 that will go through to the main event. Everybody else, fork thumb back. Well, unfortunately, we say goodbye, and we'll have to get ready for week number 5 next week. We're going trackside right now. In fact, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back on the other side of this. Your main event here from the Eldora Speedway. You're watching the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League right here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70 plus cars and 85 plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12 Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iracing.com.
All right, we are back. Apologies about that one. All right, that was just a little bit of a lengthy delay. Okay, we are getting ready for the feature event. We were just discussing an issue with the first B main incident. Let me change cameras. Let me go back to what I wanted to use. No, that's not the right one. Okay. Maybe that one. Oh, wow, that's loudest. Alright, so we're not going to use that one. Let's use that one. There we go. That's better. There we go. Alright, here we go. A main lineup will look like this on the pole. It's going to be Dylan Yeager. Alongside him is Trey Mills from position number 2. Position number 3 will be Connor New. Position number 4, Dylan Hauser. Position number 5, Hayden Cardwell. Hunter Rich from position number 6. Position number 7, Caden Honeycutt. From position number 8, it's Dylan Wilson. Position number 9, Colton Herbert. From 10, it's Chase Barbara. From position number 11, it's Gabe Elkins. From 12, it's Joe Cease. From 13, it'll be Logan Rumsey. From 14, Tyler Ducharme. From 15, Ethan Toner. From 16, it'll be James Starry. From 17, Ryan Hodge. From 18, Lucas Rourke. From 19, Josh Fuller. From 20th, it's Anthony Thompson. Tucker Elkins lines up at a position number 21. Colton Zimmer will not take part of this one from position number 22, so that'll move Nick Baum to the outside of that 11th row. And Jordan Casey will line up this 23 car field as we get set for a simple show of respect as a 4-wide salute to you from the race fans in what was created 7 years ago with the World of Thunder Esports League. Now turns into season number 24 and still going stronger than ever. Again, we appreciate your patience during that little extended break after that final ad here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, we are live across the social media pages. We are live on YouTube and Twitch as well. We weren't making a new server. We were just discussing a little issue with the first B main incident. We go back to the incident between Ethan Johnson and Colton Zimmer. There was a lengthy discussion as to what was and what was going to be done about that one. Unfortunately, the decision was that Colton Zimmer is not to race in the feature event. However, he still will get last place points. But we are ready for a start, I believe. We are to the green. As the lights are out, 50 laps on the board. We get set for Dylan Yeager and Trey Mills to lead us to the green flag, and we're underway in tonight's A main event. And already we go 3 wide with Cardwell, New and Hauser. Here comes Hunter Rich coming back through the middle. Meanwhile, Mills trying to come after your race leader of Dylan Yeager. And there was 3 minutes of practice in the warm-up session after having the track coming back to a fresh racetrack 3 wide multiple times all throughout this field as Wilson now works to the top, moving into position, or moving into a top 10. Meanwhile, Cardwell going to go to the inside of Rich over 3 wide with Connor New working it upstairs. We'll explain later. Alec, you'll have to just go back and watch the replay. New getting a run down into turn number 3, goes mid-track right there. Hauser going to the cushion, Rich back to the inside, Rich and New work it side by side at the start-finish line, 3 wide once again off turn number 2, Rich and New with a little bit of door bang there on the exit of turn number 2. Honeycutt alongside Cardwell as they work off turn number 4, and Caden Honeycutt moves into position number 6. Honeycutt into the wall, will lose the spot back to Cardwell. Meanwhile, Connor New putting the moves there on Dylan Hauser for that 3rd spot on the podium as Trey Mills just gets it up over the cushion just a little bit. We continue to put laps, 5 laps into the history books here at the Eldora Speedway. We'll go yellow. Oh, Tyler Ducharme, Chase Barbara. A couple of drivers involved in this one. Barbara just comes up. Wilson gets into the back of him. Cease involved, unfortunately. Ducharme involved. And that will be the first caution of your main event for 5.5 laps. And that'll be the 80 car of Dylan Wilson, already receiving that end-of-line penalty. I think he may have actually even called that one out just to say, hey, you know what, I think I may have caused that one. I definitely caused that one. He'll take an well. And then we'll come back to green. It is getting very hot in here. Boy, it's got all sorts of temperatures. So wait for the safety car to come in field next time by. 6 down and 44 to go for the 48 car of Dylan Yeager. The Team Victory Lane Racing TAC 3 defense, number 48. Can he do what was done by Lucas Hawk in the Pro Late Models? Go quick time, win an 8-lap heat race, and then lead all laps of the main event here at the Eldora Speedway. Chase Barbara, I believe, back in the pit. In fact, he's actually done for the night. As the car's getting ready to come back, racing 2x2 as they work off turn number 4. As the restart and the resumption of your main event, Mills and Hauser side by side, New and Rich wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Hauser looking for the 2-for-1 slide job, doesn't get clear of the 48. And Dylan Hauser, unfortunately, well, that was all she wrote. Hauser in the 2, and you've got a feel for the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Hauser went for the daily double slide job and did not clear the 48 car. And well, he just knew that was all over. Hauser out of the event. And poor old Dylan Yeager, well, he's not going to do what Lucas Rourke was able to do earlier on in the night in the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. Hauser will come down pit side along with Tyler Ducharme. Ducharme going to get some running repairs done on the 25 car. So as the field will stop here on turn number 2, they'll just wait for the iRacing.com pace car to come through. That they do, so a restart running order is going to look like this. Trey Mills will lead from Connor New in second, Hunter Rich third, Hayden Cardwell fourth. He said Hayden Cardwell, we spoke to him earlier on after a victory. He was looking to just stay clean. Colonel FPS, thank you for the follow on Twitch, appreciate it, welcome in. And Cardwell was just looking to stay clean. Just try and get through these opening 20 to 30 laps and then hit the go button when the time comes. So the lights are out and looks like we are headed to single file restart. Dylan Yeager. Yeager coming back out onto the raceway in a sorry and sore 48 machine, as is Ducharme in the number 25 car. They go back to green. It's going to be Trey Mills from Rich now to the inside of Connor New. And now here comes Hayden Cardwell to making a run in the 7 machine to the outside. 3 out of the top 4 go to the top side of Tunnel Rich, the only car to work to the low side all the way around the half mile. Connor New into the wall, as is Trey Mills. This will tighten up the top 4, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Mills going to protect his own line down into turn number 3. He'll protect the slider. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Here comes Connor New in car number 10 with a slide job on Mills. Mills will now turn it back underneath Connor New as they work down the back straightaway. Hunter Rich still working it down to the low side through turn number 3 and 4. And he's got that 33 car hooked up like a treat right there at the start-finish line between Connor New and Trey Mills. It was Connor New by 10 1,000th of a second, and now New back to the race lead into turn number 3. New will lead lap number 11, 3 wide. Rich, Cardwell and Mills from bottom to top. From top to bottom you go, Mills, Cardwell and Rich. Honeycutt now going to work his way back to position number 5 as your race leader, about to come under some pressure one more time by Trey Mills, but it is Connor New out in front. Honeycutt gets by the 33 car of Hunter Rich, and Honeycutt coming after Hayden Cardwell in 3 and 4. Honeycutt goes mid-track down into turn number 1, and Honeycutt to the inside and side by side for third and fourth position. Now make it side by side for second and third. Cardwell with a slider on Mills. Mills with the crossover off for turn number 4. At the line between Mills and Cardwell. Give it to Trey Mills by 5/1,000th of a second. And again they go top and bottom down the back straight away. Oh my, yellow is out. Hodge in the 19 car, I believe, was trying to get that car pulled to the infield. And just as your leader was coming, make sure there was no one else around. Yeah, no, that's all it was. Ryan Hodge was trying to bring that car pit side. So Connor New, your race leader, had it by almost 0.8 of a second at the completion of the previous lap before we went yellow. Then it was Trey Mills. Back to Hayden Cardwell. Like I said, the gap between Mills and Cardwell was just 5/1,000th of a second. Caden Honeycutt in 4th position. Hunter Rich in 5th. Biggest mover through the field right now, Jordan Casey from 23rd to 13th. Not bad in the opening 15, make that now 15 laps. Devon, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. As we get ready for the lights to go out. In fact, they are already out. Coming back to green, A main competition for the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League Super Late Models. Connor New, 15 down and 35 to go, and immediately again you'll see the battle for the minor placings already heat up with Hayden Cardwell and Trey Mills. Mills just got into the wall just a moment, and that split second hesitation there where he had to get off the gas, that allowed Hayden Cardwell to move back to the runner-up spot, but Trey Mills says, not just yet, sunshine, I want that spot back. And that's how you get off the gas. Look out, Colton Herbert nearly got turned around. Ethan Toner in car 23 going back through the order. Honeycutt down to the low side into 3 and 4 as move Hunter Ridge into the runner-up spot. Trey Mills had third at the line from Honeycutt. And that was for teammate that 23/1,000th of a second. Mills in the 14, Rich in the 33. Rich to the right rear just caught the wall. It turned down the racetrack and we'll go yellow. Let's see what happened here at the back of the field. For this one to bring us under yellow flag conditions. I can't see anything. Was that it there? The 23 car of Ethan Toda. It was. Just doing the right thing. Just a damaged race car trying to come down to the pits. And that's all it was. And just like that, back to yellow. So again, a little stop-start affair here at the Eldora Speedway for the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models. Round number 4 from Eldora Speedway, presented by World of Thunder Esports League. So, race leader choosing to go to the inside line. Now, race leader gets lane choice. There we go, 32 to go. Connor New, and again Trey Mills, Hunter Rich. The black, pink and white machines will resume their battle for the minor placings. Honeycutt into position number 4, now coming up to Trey Mills. Mills going to slide up across the nose of Honeycutt there in the 18 car. And now bring in Hayden Cardwell back into the picture, down to the low side. He goes through turn number 1 and 2. Gabe Elkins right there in car number 07. But it's Honeycutt and Cardwell side by side. Cardwell on the low side, Honeycutt on the top side of the racetrack. I'm going to say Connor New looks very good in the early parts of this main event. We're 20 down, 30 to run. But Hunter Rich looks just as bad, just as good right now. Rumsey with a slider there on the 741 car of James Starry. And now Colton Herbert closes in on the back of both Starry and Rumsey. So the 741 of Starry goes up against the 41 car of Rumsey. Starry in the 741. Starry keeps the momentum on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Cardwell loses the spot to Gabe Elkins. And now Elkins finds his way to position number 5, relegating Cardwell back to position number 6. We put another lap in the books. Honeycutt just got into the wall. Meanwhile, challenges on for the race lead. There's Hunter Riches all over the back of Connor New as they work through turn number 1 and 2. We'll go yellow. James Starry in the 741 car upside down. We'll take a look. Oh, Self and Hayden Cardwell. 3 wide. Cardwell's car just came off the wall. Pointed down the racetrack. So the initial contact there. And both cars will have severe damage. Cardwell gets to drive away from the scene of the crime, whilst James Starry, unfortunately, he will be called to the virtual tow. So lights are out, I think. Yeah, they are. We're a lap away from half race distance. Connor New will lead us back to green with 26 to go. So the completion of this lap will be halfway home. It'll be official once they get past the start-finish line with 25 down and 25 to go. And well, so far, a lot of the drivers, well, we're down to 15 cars on the lead lap. And we're halfway home. Mills into the wall. Honeycutt goes to the inside. Honeycutt now looking for the final spot on the podium as Mills gets into the wall. Honeycutt to the inside. It's going to be Trey Mills for 3rd. Meanwhile, Honeycutt with a slider on Mills. Elkins is right there with him. Logan Rumsey, Lucas Rourke as well. Coming into this picture is Hunter Rich. Made a mistake with 3 wide for the final spot on the podium, and Elkins is going to go around and upside down. In fact, that's Caden Honeycutt in the 18 car. So it may look like he just came up. Have to have another look at a replay of that one. Whether he came up across the nose there of Trey Mills. Good thing is we get to have a second look at that one on a different screen. So Mills looks like he's just holding his line. And again, 3 wide, just somewhat running out of room was Caden Honeycutt. And the right rear quarter panel there of Honeycutt just catches up to the left front of Trey Mills. So again, we'll just let race control know the thoughts on the situation. All right, coming back to green. All right, lights are out. Connor New, 28 laps complete with 22 to run. Trying to bag one for the Majula C Speed Jump Camp. Spartan Transportation Sweet Victory Apparel number 10 machine of Connor New back to the green flag, looking for what could be his first World of Thunder victory. Back to green we go with 22 on the board. Elkins will go to the inside of the 07 entry of Trey Mills in car number 14. Logan Rumsey, Lucas Rourke will go at it side by side for positions number 5 and 6 and move Lucas Rourke up to position number 5. And we go back to the start of this one. Lucas Rourke, I think, started somewhere around the 19th or 20th spot. In fact, it might have been 18th or something like that, because he's really been a man on a mission. 3 wide. Elkins, Rourke and Rumsey. Rourke trying to close the door and Rumsey down into turn number 1. Herbert in the 12 machine just getting into the wall. Here comes Anthony Thompson as well, down to the low side, down into turn number 3. Rourke came away with the victory in the Pro Late Models. Thompson finished with the 3rd place finish. And boy, I tell you what, they're looking to back up the win in the podiums in the Pro Late Models and back it up here in the Super Late Model competition. All being a 2 in the hard way as Gabe Elkins just jumped the cushion there and the car got tight. Meanwhile, slider for the race leaders. Hunter Rich puts himself into the wall. Connor New will go back underneath. Now they work off for turn number 4 this time with 17 laps left to run. Boy, it's getting tricky up there. 3 wide, Rumsey, Elkins, and Rourke once again. Rumsey with a slide job. He nearly went 2 for the price of 1. He'll now give those 2 spots back up as Elkins tries to run Lucas Rourke hard down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, here comes Trey Mills once again, closing in on Hunter Rich through turn number 1 and 2. New will lead with 15 laps left to run at the start-finish line. He's had to alter that line, doesn't want to work it all the way around the top side through turn number 3 and 4, considering how tricky it's getting there. One little mistake could mean putting yourself into the wall and getting the right front corner stuck in the concrete wall to basically ruin your main event. Rumsey has got Elkins on the inside, and now here comes the 12 car of Colton Herbert closing in on 6th and 5th place drivers of Elkins and Rumsey. Gee, Connor New looks really good, but I gotta say Hunter Rich almost looks like one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. They're both doing very similar lap times here at Eldora Speedway. Just as I said that, Hunter Rich made a big mistake there and allowed Connor New to get away by half a second. The gap, the official gap at the start-finish line between race leader Connor New and Hunter Rich is 0.559 of a second, so just a tenth and half a second. Nearly 6/10 is watching right now. Lucas Rourke trying to come back through the middle there on the exit of turn number 4. Trying to get by Trey Mills in the 14. Switch those numbers around. You've got the 41. Speaking of the 41s, he's just behind Lucas Rourke, and that is Logan Rumsey. The gap is down to 4/10. It was down to 4/10 of a second. We have got 10 laps left to run here in tonight's main event. Rourke and Mills now going up for the final spot on the podium as Mills. He'll throw the slider back on Lucas Rourke into turn number 3, off for turn number 4. Trey Mills has still got it. Connor New looks undeniable here in tonight's main event. He looks irresistible with coming to 8 to run, and the heat race distance is all that separates Connor New and a World of Thunder victory down to the low side. Lap car of Ryan Hodge in the number 19 machine just staying low, trying to stay out of everybody's way, but your winner from the Pro Late Models, Lucas Rourke, He's found his way to position number 3, but the laps are ticking down to catch up to your runner-up driver of Hunter Rich in car number 33. Rumsey doing everything he can to catch up to the back of the 14 car of Trey Mills, and also Lucas Rourke to make this a three-way battle. Just got a little loose there in the middle of turn number 3 and 4, and there's 3rd, 4th and 5th. Boy, they're closer than ever right now, and Rumsey's really been on the gas there. One of the fastest cars on the racetrack there on the previous lap. It was only about 15,000th of a second off your race leader's lap time. Gee, Connor New, he does not want to be denied a feature race victory. He has nearly got the second lead over Hunter Rich with 4 to run at the line. Rumsey to the inside. There on Trey Mills at the line between Rumsey and Mills. Give it to Logan. No, give it to Trey Mills by 8/1000th of a second. Trying the middle was Rumsey in 3 and 4 there on the previous lap. As we work with 3 to run. Watching 3rd and 4th place driver once again, Lucas Rourke and Trey Mills, who have been with him for probably the last 15 laps or so. Along with what was Hunter Rich there, and Logan Rumsey. Gabe Elkins was in the mix at some point as well, but 2 to run for your race leader. Let's watch it how smooth this number 10 machine is going to be for the final lap and a half into turn number 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The white flag will wave here in World of Thunder Esports competition for the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models round number 4 at Eldora Speedway, and he's navigated his way through turn number 1 and 2 for the final time into turn number 3 and off for turn number 4. He works it back down under the slick, and Connor New is going to visit victory lane. Second will go to Hunter Rich. Third at the line will be Lucas Rourke. But Connor New, an outstanding victory here tonight from the Eldora Speedway. It's official. He gets the win over Hunter Rich and Lucas Rourke to be your top 3. We'll chat to those 3 drivers here in a few moments' time. Trey Mills, Logan Rumsey complete the top 5. Colton Herbert, Gabe Elkins, Anthony Thompson, Jordan Casey and Josh Fuller. That will make up your top 10. 11th through to 20th will look like this. Dylan Wilson comes home in 11th. Tyler Ducharme in 12th. Dylan Yeager in 13th. Ryan Hodge 14th. Tucker Elkins rounds out the top 15. Hayden Cardwell, James Starry, Caden Honeycutt, Ethan Toda and Nick Palm your top 20. Dylan Hauser, Chase Barber and Joe Cease for the drivers that contested this one. And boy, I tell you what, if you don't think this guy is happy to come to victory lane, you would be mistaken. But let's take a moment to celebrate the win. In the Majula C Speed Shop, Spartan Transportation, Sweet Victory Apparel, CFM Esports number 10. Give it up for Connor New. And while he's doing that, celebrating, let's go and chat to the drivers that come home in positions number 2 and 3 before we get to your race winner. Home in 3rd place tonight, it's the 5 car of Lucas Rourke. Lucas, well, you're back up and winning the Pro Late Models. You bring it home with the podium finish here tonight in the Super Late Models, albeit from position number 18. That is plus 15 spots, so coming through the B main, and you come home 3rd place. Did you think that it was possible starting that far back?
Yeah, I definitely knew I could get to the front. I just had to bide my time there and watch out for people wrecking and stuff. You know, a couple people wrecking on the top and then not hitting the brakes and driving all the way to the bottom. When you're in the back, you gotta kind of be careful not to get too much damage. But car was really good and made some moves to get up there to the front.
Track at a reset after that final B main. You guys had, I think, 3 or 4 minutes there in that warm-up session. Did you think that, you know, come the end of this feature race that it was going to be all topped on like it was in the Pro Late Models?
Yeah, it's I basically knew that's where we were going to be, so that's where I set up for. I just kind of rode around and saved my tires a little bit at the start of the race, and then by lap 20, I was basically just going, trying to get to the front.
Lucas, well done on the 3rd place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, once again, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this number 5 machine.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Speed Ranch, Tanner Tomasi, all of them for making really good setups. Cogley Ford Consulting, JC Floyd, everybody over there, Dirty South Speed Shop, everybody at Dirty South Speed Shop for helping with these setups and stuff, and being good friends to hang out with and everything. I'd like to thank Stephen Gaines, Tanner, like I said, just everybody over there that helps.
Lucas, well done on 3rd place finish, and well done on back-to-back podiums here at Eldora here tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Lucas Ronk, third place finisher here tonight. Home in second spot tonight's going to be the 33 car of Hunter Rich. And Hunter, well, second place will have to do for tonight. But boy, I tell you what, this 33 car had some serious speed in it.
Yeah, I think I was a little tight, but I'm good with second.
Couple of times you got to the back of Connor New, you started throwing some sliders and he just sort of got away from you, just made those few little mistakes that in the end probably cost you a chance at maybe going to victory lane here tonight. Overall, your assessment of how your race went?
Went pretty good. I wish I would have started up front, closer to the front. Now I had to deal with the DH2 machine, but it'll work. I'm fine with coming in second. Connor's a young talent, really good. Proud to run behind him, I guess.
How tricky was the racetrack there in the end when, considering that, you guys are just sort of inches away from that wall and one little mistake which, could have put you either your right rear over the cushion, your right rear quarter panel into the wall, which could have ended your night basically.
Yeah, I wish I can get better at wall tapping. I suck at it. If it goes to the bottom, I might have a chance, but I just suck at wall tapping.
Hunter, well done on a second place finish here tonight in the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports. Before we let you go and celebrate this runner-up finish here tonight, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 33 car.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at Speed Ranch, Tanner, JC, Chase Bar, Ro Lucas, Blaze, Diesel, Gabe, everybody. That's about it.
Hunter Rich home in second spot here this evening. Well, this could be one of the popular victories of the season and for quite some time. Home in position number 1, it's the 10 car of Connor New. Connor New, you are a World of Thunder race winner. How does that one sound?
Dude, I can't believe that was a crazy race.
They say you've got to have a little bit of luck on your side. You not only had luck, but you also had speed. Talk us through how that race car felt. It looked so comfortable to get around to you. Talk about what it was like in the cockpit of that number 10 car.
It was a handful at first, but we got lucky, and Hauser and Dylan Yeager got together when Hauser killed him and I put him in the wall. But I don't know, we was battling with Trey Mills, and we finally cleared him and started driving away. And I don't know, the slicker the track got, the better my car felt.
We had, I think, 21 laps basically from that last yellow or go all the way to the checkered there at the end. Do you start to notice that, do you start to look at the lap counter more and more, or what are you doing in those last 20 laps, considering that, you were out in front and you've been chased by a hungry pack of drivers that wanted to take that win away from you?
Yeah, I knew I had to stay consistent. I mean, it was a fine line, especially in 1 and 2, because, I mean, Hunter was running like a cut down, and I was trying to swing the corner out, and they kept catching me. And luckily, my spotter told me, and we figured out how to run that. And I don't know, after we figured that out and the track started getting slicker, I think we just started getting better than them.
What was going through your mind? What was being said to you in those final 2 laps?
I don't know, Mike, my spotter, he just kept telling me to stay smooth and stuff, and telling me like I was pulling away from him. And I don't know, Hunter was really good there for a little bit, and he was all over me, but I don't know, somehow he hung on.
Connor, well done on the victory here tonight. The World of Thunder Esports League Super Late Models presented by Miller Family Trucking. Round number 4 here at the Eldora Speedway, and well, safe to say you just put it to the competition. You come away with a victory. Before we let you go and celebrate with that enormous team over there that you've got behind you, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this number 10 car.
I gotta thank Mike Augustine. He's like the best spotter on planet Earth. Majority Speed Shop, Evan, Blake, Chris, everybody over there. I couldn't do none of this without them. Spartan Transportation, Sweet Victory Apparel, C High Performance, Longhorn Chassis. You for broadcasting this thing, and Steven for putting the league on.
Connor, well on the victory, mate. Go and celebrate. Well earned.
Thank you.
Connor New, your winner here tonight from the Eldora Speedway. Of course, that will wrap up the 2 races here on World of Thunder Esports League Sunday night. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern, it's going to be the Plum Wild Podcast Super Late Models presented by Northwest Racing Association. Then, of course, World of Thunder Esports returns back on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, for the Dirt Street Stocks Fixed Setup Series. And then 9 o'clock Eastern is going to be the Open Setup. So if you want to get involved in that one, message the World of Thunder Esports League or the Facebook page, join the Discord. We can all help you all out with that one. But for now, Again, another big week, and it all starts off here with World of Thunder Esports League here on Sunday night. Monday night, Northwest Racing Association, one race at 10 o'clock Eastern. Tuesday night, back with World of Thunder competitions, 2 street stock races coming up on the program, all live here on Ultimate Dirt TV from 7 and 9 Eastern. Then Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, the Down and Dirty Outlaw Sprint Car Series, and then followed up by the 11 o'clock Northwest Racing Association Pro Late Model Series before Thursday night, Coast to Coast at 7 o'clock, and then at 9:30 Eastern is going to be the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models. That'll wrap up another big week here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button on the Facebook page, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitch. We've got all the action covered live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, live across the social media pages. But until then, we thank each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight. We hope that you enjoyed the coverage here from the Eldora Speedway. That will wrap it up here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and on behalf of the team, in behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.